Hey guys, it's Stu. As promised, here is the inbox review of the Sherman 3 DV. Now, actually, I made a bit of an error. I may have. I think the DV stands for Desert Version. Obviously, because I'm not familiar on the actual history of the Sherman, which I'm going to have to swat up on. But without further ado, let's just go ahead with the review. As you can see, there's a lovely illustration of the DV version on the front, which depicts it going through a liberated town in Italy. It is one of the smart kit range of Dragon kits, and it's an early version as well. I think it's where the Sherman first saw service in the Second World War, obviously before America entered the war. Having said that, though, this is depicted about a year after, well, year or two after, in '43. Anyway. On the side of the box, you've got the various options that you can do within the kit range. Now, there is two models of it, so you have an option of two of the different front fenders and mantles, etc., as you normally do with Dragon kits. Okay. Obviously, you've got the normal warnings like "Don't eat it," etc. Okay. On the end of the box you've got the kit number, so if you're interested guys, it's 6573. That's 6573. And then obviously you've got the familiar CAD drawings of specific details on the kit itself. Okay, as you can see here. Alright, now there's a nice illustration on the MG as well. Look how detailed that is. Okay. Okay, let's open this box up, and as with Dragon kits, they're normally packed out. You might have to bear with me because it isn't easy to get this lid off. Right, here we go. Bear with me guys. Am I going to get it off? Should be able to. Here we go. There we go. As you can see, it's well and truly packed. Okay. First thing is the instruction sheet, as you can see here. Again, you've got an overall sprue tree of the kit. Where it's blanked off, I think, is the parts that you don't need to use, so you can use them on spares for other Shermans if you should so wish. Okay. And then you've got the familiar colour call out of Mr. Hobby Colours. I'll probably be using either Umbro or Tamiya paints. Okay. First stage, obviously with the Sherman, it had a bogie assembly on the actual running gear, is how to assemble the various bogies, as you can see here. Okay. And then you've got the, looks like the back plate on the exhaust system. Okay. Then the assembly of one of two options of the front panels, as you can see here. So you may have to do your research on these Shermans, guys. Okay, be pre-warned. Otherwise, you could end up putting the wrong front mantle on the wrong kit that you're depicting. So I would suggest you do some research. And then you've got the assembly of the sprocket as well, as you can see there. And then obviously the next stage is to assemble the running gear to the lower hull, and then put the back plate on there as well for the exhaust system. Okay, again you've got the option of doing two examples, so again I would suggest you do your research. Okay guys. Then the assembly of the front hatches. Okay, the driver's hatch, etc. And then obviously the visor goes down. I think you use a clear part for that. There's a grab handle in the old MG there, as you can see at the front of the tank. On the upper hull, and then obviously the lower in assemblies or what sub-assemblies going on the upper hull. Then your tools. Okay. And then obviously you've got the option of two back plates, and again I would suggest you do some research. Okay guys, so you know which is the correct version for the one that you want to do. Okay. Then the assembly of more tools onto the back plates, and then obviously the cupola and the hatch. I think you can have the option of having it open or closed on this. Okay. And then you've obviously got the telescope visor. as well on one of the hatches. Then it's the assembly of the mantle, okay, and that is put on with the barrel, which is surprising. They do actually jump from there to there, so they haven't actually been very precise on how you assemble a barrel. Oh no, sorry, my mistake, there it is. There you go, guys. Okay, and then the assembly of the sub-assemblies onto the upper turret, and the barrel to connect it, etc. I'm not quite sure what this is. I don't know if anybody can inform me on that, but I'll probably find that out in the build process. And then you assemble that onto the lower part of the turret, and you've got the option of etched brass parts for the stowage pack at the back where you've got the actual handle straps. Or and again, it's dependent on which version, whether you want it open or closed. Okay, so you can have the option of having that open. Okay, and then obviously assemble that to the back of the turret, and then it's featuring the assembly of the MG machine gun, as you can see there, which looks quite highly detailed. And to be honest, with Dragon kits they don't miss a thing. And then it's the final assemblies, as you can see there. And they've actually given you a little map of how wide the actual fenders are, because they come with the etched brass set, okay, to give it more accuracy, and where you should position them, okay. And then you've got the final assembly, as you can see there with the DS tracks. There we are. So it seems quite a simple build. And then you obviously got the various colour options of which version you want to do. But as I said, guys, you need to do your research so that you're assembling the right kit for the right option that you need. Alright? Because that's the problem with Dragon kits. They assume that you've done your research. So hence why some people have difficulties with the instructions sometimes. As I've found out with the Tiger build I'm doing currently. Alright? And if you want any help actually on Dragon instructions, Mike Cohen actually recently did a video on how to interpret them. Okay, so that will help you big time. Just look him up on his channel, Cohen C. Alright. And that is the instruction. And let's go through and see what's in the kit. As you can see, you've got the various etched brass parts for the fenders on the actual kit. Okay. I think they do come with plastic ones, but I think these are a little bit more authentic, so you will need a bender or bending tools. And then obviously underneath that you've got the decal sheet, okay, for the desert versions of the various options and various brigades, and depending on which version and which one you want to do. They look very good, to be honest with you. I don't know how they bed down, as I will find out on my Tiger. Okay, guys. And then obviously you've got the optics here and the glass sprue as well. Okay. Right, that's that. Then we're coming on to the most interesting parts. And now I've actually unsealed this box so we can have a closer look at what's in it. As you can see here, this is the upper hull. And the level of detail is very, very crisp, as you can see here. Beautifully produced, and obviously you've got all the front hatches, as you can see there. Really nicely done. Crisp as anything, and again, they've actually, if I can get it into focus. Sorry about this, guys, it's not easy. I'm trying my best. I don't know if you can see it, but they've caught the surface texture again beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you've obviously got the bogies that you can see here, beautifully produced, not 1 ounce of flash on them. And the main sub-assemblies there. And then we've got the lower hatch, as you can see there, with the escape hatches. Okay. Let's try and get that a bit better for you. Again, they've pulled the surface texture absolutely beautifully, as you can see there. Okay, so that's that. And this is the main sprues that you can see here. We got the front torsion bars, etc. As you can see here. all crisply done. And again, obviously you've got the option of doing the front engine grills, as you can see there. Then you've got the exhaust system here, and the sprockets as well as all the sub-assemblies that you see there, all beautifully crisply produced, and even the grills look fantastic, absolutely beautiful. And then we'll just go around the back again. As I say, you've got the option of bogies as well. Okay, so do your research, guys. Alright, and there we go. This is the other option of the front suspension, etc. If I can get it in a focus. It comes in a separate pack, and again they've brought the surface texture on it. Absolutely gorgeous, really nicely done. Okay, so that's that. And then obviously we're coming on to the turret assembly, and you've got a third option there, so whether you can use that as a spare for another Sherman, I don't know. And I just want to show you something here which I noticed when I first looked through this kit. Again, look at this, absolutely wonderful. They've caught the casting on the actual turret, so that is going to come up wonderful with weathering and a wash. Superb, really nicely done. And now even around the turret housing, look, I mean that will come up lovely with a pin wash. So yeah, it's really nicely done. And then obviously lastly you've got the old DS tracks, as you can see here. Really nicely done, guys. Okay, sorry it's a little bit out of focus. I'll just try and zoom back a bit. Actually, it's probably because I've got the turret in the way. Hang on, bear with me, guys. Pop that over there a moment. Is it going to focus? There you go. Look at the detail on those tracks. Absolutely gorgeous. So really, this looks an absolutely superb kit, as is always the case with Dragon kits. Beautifully made, beautifully cast, crisp on there, not 1 ounce of flash, and packed up to the hill as they normally are with Dragon kits. It really is a nice kit. So if you can grab hold of one, do so. I mean, I got this one up on eBay, and I'm just going to show you the casting on the front fender again. If I can get it into focus. Look at that. Gorgeous. You can see the casting on it. Superbly authenticated. I'm really going to enjoy building this as and when I get around to it. I can't fault it. I mean, I got this one off of eBay for about, what, £29. So, you know, it's worth shopping around. You don't always have to pay the normal retail price. Let's get this top back on if you bear with me, guys. Okay, in you get. Hang on. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus. Here we go. Oh, this box is not the easiest to get back on. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to put the phone down a moment. Right. So, there we have it. The Dragon 6573, which is the Sherman 3 Desert version early production. I recommend you get this kit, guys. Superb. Alright. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, subscribe and leave your comments, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to try and see if I can get this Tiger filled out a bit today, but unfortunately with the foul weather I'm not going to get it primed. I would decant it, but it's a lot of hassle, and I prefer just using them straight from the spray can, so I'm going to try those. Okay, and you can get them at your local pound shop. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll see you on the next video.